Alright guys, welcome back to the next video. Last video we just finished doing our weapons inside the inventory here. This video I plan on adding our resources to the game, our resources UI. I'm going to have mine, so normally what I would do is I would just anchor it to the top here in some kind of bar with all my readings of what I own. This time I'm going to put it in my inventory in a top bar. So I've gone ahead and I've designed, so there's my tabs, my buttons. I've created another image called material UI, and I just made it a bar up top. Alright, nothing fancy, just a bar, and I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. So, just to double check our player has materials on his traits. He does, so we got gold, wood, stone, metal, cloth, and then tier 2 versions of that, planks, bricks, metal ingots, and rope. So we're going to add all of those up top here. And if you want, you could add it in your inventory, say in like a separate tab. If you add another button to open a new tab, then you can put it in there. But the method's still the same on how to show it. So, let's create a UI image. Alright, I'm going to call this my wood UI. I'm going to find an image of some wood, which I know there's one down here. And I'm thinking eventually I'll use my rabbit icon to take pictures of actual wood so they look a little better. But let's go ahead and find this. And we're going to move that all the way to the end here. I'm going to make it the same size as this thing. So what's that, 86? So we're going to go with 85 by 85. Alright, that still looks a little big. Let's go 75 by 75. There, that does look a little better. Not really a fan of the white icon though. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and create a text under that. And so for my materials, my max materials of any kind is 9999, so only 4 nines. So let's go ahead and we're going to only add 4 numbers to that. And let's change my font and make those numbers a little bigger. So that will be my wood and my wood counter right there. Go ahead and do it like that. And for the wood UI, we're going to add the attribute UI. We're going to go under player, player wood, value, text mesh pro, and add the text. So this is done just like we've done, say, for our stat menu here, or even the attributes at the bottom. It's the exact same method. So that's done. Go ahead and do our stones now. Alright, call this stone UI, and change that over to stones. Let's go ahead and change that picture as well. Find some kind of stones or rocks. I know there's some in here somewhere. I'm just going to type it in, rock. So I'm probably going to use the single one here and then use this one's for the metal ore. Alright. Next is going to be, well, yeah, we're going to go with the cloth next. Even though my metal ore is technically next on the list, but I don't want 2 of the same pictures right beside each other. Alright, so this is cloth. I already know a picture. It's not cloth, but it's leather. Looks somewhat like it would work. And let's just change that to cloth. Done. Next is our metal ore. Go ahead and change this right away to metal ore. And find that picture of those rocks again. We'll use that one. Alright, so there's our 4 raw materials. Name that to metal ore UI. Next will be our player gold. I'm going to put that up top here, even though it's going to be in the middle. Let's go ahead and find a picture of some kind of gold coins or something. Alright, and then the text for this, so there's actually 6 numbers, so it's 999999. So we're going to add 2 more zeros into that. Alright, call this gold UI, and go ahead and change that over to gold. Looking good. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate the metal ore again, bring that over here. Now we'll be working on our tier 2 materials, so this will be our planks UI. Find some planks, there we go. Change that over to planks. Now I'm blessed that this pack that I'm using has pictures of everything I need. Again, if you don't have that privilege and you don't have rapid icon, I seriously recommend getting it. It is a lifesaver for UIs. Do I not have planks? I swear I'm looking everywhere for planks. There. Oh, it's right beside it. Jesus. Okay. Next will be our bricks. Next will be our rope. And lastly will be our metal ingots. Ignits. I don't even know how to say it. Ignit or ingot? Whatever. Metal ignits. Alright. It's IGN, I think. I hope. God, I hope. What did I write down earlier? You know what? I'm just gonna Google it because I am that dumb. Ingots. Or ignots. I-N-G-O-T. I-N-G. Yeah, no, I did that wrong. I-N-G-O-T. And metal I-N-G-O-T. There we are. Find a picture. There we go. That is our resource UI. So I should have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go ahead and spread that out a little better. Alright, so there's our metal. Do our rope about here. Bricks about here. Go. Starting to look clean. How's that looking? That's looking pretty damn good. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save that. And that should correspond with our player stats now. Let's go ahead and test that. So, let's see. I'm going to go to my player. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go to my pause menu. And my cheat menu. And we're going to add 2 more cheat buttons here. And this will be for our resources. So button, let's go material minus and material plus. I'm going to change those letters to M. And then we're going to change the functionality of those buttons. So for this one, I'm just going to go straight up, take this button out. And then we're going to do it on this button, then copy and paste. So player, let's see, wood, add, let's go add 10 for wood. And this way we can easily tell that it works. So I'm going to do 10 for wood. I'm going to do 20 for stone. So then when we do add it, it should be in order going up, and then we know each one works properly. Okay, 30 for, let's see, what was it, cloth was next. 40 for metal ore. Let's go 50 gold. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of that off screen, and then I'm going to do it for my minus, the same thing but minus. Alright, so I'm going to do that and I'll meet you guys back. Okay, so I've got my minus buttons here subtracting it, and my plus buttons here adding it. Let's go ahead and test that. So the idea to that was, when I open my menu, I want to make sure each one corresponds with the right resource under the right section. So it should be in order going up to 90, and we will know if it works. So I have 0 for everything. Let's go ahead and open my menu, cheat menu, add materials. And so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, everything works. That is it. So that's our resource UI, and we still have quite a bit of time left on this. It's only 12 minutes so far. Let's go ahead and have harvestables. So what I'm going to do here now, let's go ahead and create an empty. I'm going to call this one harvestables, if that's even a word. I don't know. Let's find our harvestables. That's such a weird thing to say, harvestable. Harvestable. Okay. I'm going to create an empty, call it trees, and I'm going to create an empty under that called tree 1. I'm going to create an empty under that called variance. Create another empty under that called collision, and I think that's what we need so far. Tree 1 is going to have traits. That traits being my AI, and for my AI I had health, and then I had random for help randomizing things. I'm going to set all these to 0 except our health, so leave that there. Alright, that is my tree. So for variance, I wanted to do this so each tree will look a little different. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I think I have the nature pack. I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to see if there's anything on sale for Cinti right now, or just picking up another pack in general if it's cheap enough, because I'm sick of my Cinti packs that I have. So I'll be right back and look at that. Alright, so I've gone ahead and dropped like $60 on this Meadow Forest pack by Cinti. I was hoping there'd be some kind of snow biome one that they had, but not really. So I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead with use this one, because this was the most Viking-ish style for my game, because that's what it is for me, is a Viking style. So I've gone ahead and got this one. I'm going to go ahead and import it, and I will see you guys when it's all done and we're ready to start our trees. Okay, I am very pleased with this pack. Everything is decent quality, not completely polygon style. It's definitely lower end graphics, but it is the good kind of lower end graphics, so I'm very pleased with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and find some trees here. So we got tree birch, and we've got a couple variants, some fruit trees, meadow trees. Alright, so I think we will start off with, I guess, birch trees. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and drop 1 in variance, drop 2 in variance, and drop 3. And I'm hoping there's some kind of tree trunk to go with those, because if not, then we might have a slight issue here. Okay. Don't know how I feel about it moving in the wind and stuff either. I don't know if there's a way to fix that or not, but it's whatever. Okay. I don't see anything about wind. Alright, I am going to, let's see, how are these all looking here? That one's really small compared to the rest. I'm going to bring this guy up a little bit. And let's find some kind of tree trunk to go with it. Really? No tree trunks? Is that what they're called? Trunks? Tree... Let's see. Am I thinking of something else? Stump, maybe? Sorry, I'm not the smartest. I may be good at making games and stuff, but everything else, yeah. Tree, what is that? Tree stump. Okay, it was stump. God damn it. Tree stump. Okay. Is there a birch tree here? I don't see anything on a birch tree. That sucks. Might just have to go with something like that. Drop that into the variance. And we're just going to have to find something that looks like these. So let's see, what material is this using? I don't see anything about a material. Nature. Ayo. Birch trunk, but there's no other lines in there, which sucks. Let's see what else we got here. Nope. Nature. Come on, give me something that looks like a birch tree. Yeah. Alright. Let's frickin' change these then, I guess. Birch. I don't really need these other LODs. I'm gonna see what happens if I delete those. Delete, delete, delete. I don't even want LODs, just get rid of that. Does that work now? Is that still functional? game's not completely breaking on itself. Let's go ahead and test that, make sure everything works with this tree, because I wasn't sure about deleting that stuff. No, we seem alright. Alright, that's fine. Okay, Jesus, this is 20 minutes already. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and change this material to something. Nope. Definitely not that. Alright, nope. Let's just go back to what it was. Alright, we're just gonna have to use a stump that is white, but you know, doesn't have the lines that we want in there. Just gonna get rid of this stuff too. Alright, where's my tree stump? You know, make sure all this is lined up now, so let's go tree stump and birch. It's so weird that you can't just use the same material that's on their trunk to these ones. Alright, so this, I'm gonna have to make my stump bigger for this one, I guess. No, not bigger. Bigger looks dumb. Just inside of it though, so it's enough to hide it. Okay, so that's hidden in there. This one is not hidden at all. There we go, that is now hidden. And this one here will have to be a little more hidden. A little bigger. Still not hidden. Let me just make this tree a little fatter. God damn. Why is this so hard? There we are. Nice and hidden. Make sure it's around the same size as these other trees. Alright, so this is going to be our trees. That took way too long. But I'm going to drag the stump outside of the variance now. That's going to be under the tree itself. So the variance is just going to hold the 3 trees. And the stump is going to be what has the collider that actually stops our character from walking through it. So all of these aren't going to have mesh colliders on them. Okay, so let's just go ahead and turn these on and then get rid of them to show you. Boom. So there's nothing. I could walk through those right now if I wanted to. And then the tree stump, let's add a box collider. And that is going to be a little bigger here. Something like that. And like that. And make it really tall. There we go. So now we can't walk through the tree anymore. Okay. I'm going to add a collision now, which is going to be another box collider. This one's going to be is trigger. And this is going to be, let's see, I'm going to make this tall as well. And just compare that to the stump. So it is a little bigger than the stump's collision. We're going to make it just a tad bit bigger. So we're going to go 1.3 by 1.3. This collision is going to run a trigger on it. Trigger. And this is going to be on, tag, enter. Now, we'll just forget about that for a second. We're going to go back to our tree that has the traits. And we're going to write another trigger. So on stat attribute change of self. This is going to run the HP stat. So our player is health, so the AI is health points. I believe. Yes, health points. On attribute change of self, run conditions. Add the conditions in here. That being add branch if stat compare attribute of self health points equals 0, then we will set active variance to false, and above variance to false we will actually set all 3 trees to false as well. So tree 1, tree 2, and tree 3. So all 3 trees to false, set the variance to false. We will also set the collision to false. Alright. We will wait between, so randomly, between 60 to 2 minutes. Then we will set active all this stuff back to false. So not the trees, but we'll set active the variance to false, or to true. And we will set active the collision back to true. Alright. That's going to be our tree respawning. We're also going to set the health of it back to 100. So stats, attributes, self, set health points to 100. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn all these trees off now. And I am going to have trigger. No, I'm not going to put that on here. I'm going to put that back on our tree here. So on attribute change, we'll run those conditions. And on, we're going to add another trigger. No, we're not. This is going to be on variance. So on variance, so on trigger, enable. We will change the stats of the tree. So we can't do self anymore because it's not under the tree. So we're going to go game object and then drag our tree in. And we are going to do random 1. Alright, because I believe that is under our tree as well. Random 1, yes it is. Random 1, we are going to set our random range from 0 to 100. Okay. We are going to wait 0.1 seconds. And then we are going to run conditions. Add the conditions in here. Those conditions being if stat compare attribute of the game object tree, attribute random 1, if that value equals less or equal to, what is there, 3 trees, so 33, then we will set active birch 1 to true. Duplicate branch if tree random 1 value is 66 or less, then we will set birch 2 to true. And again, if tree random 1 is 100 or less, then we will set birch 3 to true. Alright, let's go ahead and test that, see if that tree actually changes. So on start, it must be 33 or less because it's birch 1. Random, so it was 1 out of 100. So that works. Now, to our collision. It is a trigger on a box collider. And we will add our axe. On trigger, enter tag axe. We will stats, change attribute of the tree. So game object, tree. Health points. We will subtract by 20. So it's going to take us 5 hits to take down a tree. Or, if we use our axe skill, we will subtract by, let's say, 35. So it should be about 3 hits. And I'm just going to go ahead and change the respawn of the tree to something a little faster just to help showcase. So anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds. We'll change that back in a moment though. So let's go ahead and test this. I didn't add plus wood to our thing from hitting it, but I just want to test to make sure the tree actually dies and respawns. So there's our axe. Let's go ahead and hit the tree. One more. There we go. And it should come back as a different tree. If we're lucky. We'll do special attack. There, that is gone. And that was tree 3, now that I'm keeping track. Now it is tree 1. So it comes back as a random tree each time now. Let's go ahead and add wood every time we hit it. So game object, player, so characters, player, wood. We will add, let's add a random amount. Stats, add random, range between, let's go 1 and 3. Copy and paste that down here. Because it's a special attack, we'll go say anywhere from 3 to 5. And I'm going to save that. And what else? That's pretty much it, other than like sound effects and FX. That will be in a later video of polishing all our stuff. And what I am going to do is I'm going to add like a little message to the screen saying, you know, plus or added wood or something, just so we're aware of what's happening. So our player HUD, let's see. Let's add message UI. Let's create an empty. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that this video. I'm going to do that in another video, because this is already getting long and we've only done a tree instead of rocks and ores and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and test that one more time to show you that you're getting wood now. Alright, so open our inventory. We have 0 wood, no axe. Let's get our cheat, add our axe. Alright. So there we go. We have 8 wood. Now we have 15 wood. I'm going to show you if you hit it while it's gone, you don't get wood either because the collision's off. So yeah, that is gathering materials. Now we have 26 wood. I'm going to go ahead and save game, exit to menu, continue game. So we still have our axe equipped, we still have our 26 wood and all the weapons that we own. Life is good right now. Now if I were to delete that, we would still have everything, because I haven't set an actual game reset function to this yet. That will be later on. So I still have that, still have that, still have these. Alright, that is it for this video. That is harvestables. We will touch down on harvestables in the next video as well. We will go a little bit extra with it. And yeah, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it was straightforward enough and I didn't waste too much time there in between. And yeah, see you in the next one.